Welcome to Beyond the Brackets. Today it's all about the basics of matrices. Let's begin with the definition of a matrix. A system of mn numbers, real or complex, arranged in the form of an ordered set of m rows and n columns enclosed between the parentheses is called a matrix of order m cross n. Matrix will always be represented by capital letter. These are the elements of the matrix. These are the rows and these are the columns of the matrix. These elements are called diagonal elements or principal diagonal elements. M cross n represents the number of rows and number of columns of a matrix. The number of rows will be represented first and then comes the number of columns. If all the elements of a matrix are real, then the matrix is said to be real matrix. And if it has complex elements, then the matrix is said to be complex matrix. Types of matrices. First comes square matrix. A matrix of order m cross n, where m is equal to n is called a square matrix. Basically, in a square matrix, the number of rows will be equal to the number of columns. So it can have the order as 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. Rectangular matrix. A matrix which is not a square matrix is called a rectangular matrix. So that means the number of rows and the number of columns will be unequal. Here is an example where I have considered a 2 by 3 rectangular matrix. Row matrix. A matrix of order 1 cross n is called a row matrix. Basically, a matrix with just one row and any number of columns will be called as a row matrix. And column matrix, a matrix of order m cross 1 is called a column matrix. So here is an example in which I have considered 3 rows and 1 column. Okay. So then comes zero or null matrix. As the name suggests, a matrix all of whose elements are zeros is called a zero matrix. It will be represented by O. Diagonal matrix. A square matrix, all of whose elements except the diagonal elements are zeros. So as you can see in the example, only the diagonal elements are present and all the non-diagonal elements are zeros. A diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all the diagonal elements are same. A diagonal matrix is said to be identity or unit matrix if all the diagonal elements are equal to 1. Identity matrix is represented by I. So I2 represents a 2 by 2 identity matrix. I4 represents a 4 by 4 identity matrix. Here as an example, I have taken I3. Triangular matrices. Basically, there are 2 types of triangular matrices, an upper triangular matrix and a lower triangular matrix. A square matrix, all of whose elements below the diagonal are zeros is called an upper triangular matrix. You can see in the example that these are the diagonal elements and all the elements below the diagonal are zeros and only the elements above the diagonal are present. Here, upper elements are present, so this is upper triangular matrix. Similarly, we have lower triangular matrix. Square matrix, all of whose elements above the diagonal are zeros is called a lower triangular matrix. Singular matrix. A square matrix is said to be singular if determinant of the matrix is equal to 0. And if the determinant is not equal to 0, then it is said to be a non-singular matrix. Consider the example. So while we are finding the determinant element of the row, consider the first element of the row, leave the first column and the first row. Consider this 2 by 2 minor, so you'll get 2 and 0. Then the second element, minus 2, leave this column and this row, then you get a 0, 0. Then the third element, minus 1 into, leave this column and this row, you get a 0 plus 1. So the answer is 1, which is not equal to 0. So this is an example of a non-singular matrix. Inverse of a matrix. A matrix A inverse is said to be inverse of A if it satisfies A into A inverse is equal to A inverse into A is equal to I. Basically, a matrix multiplied by its inverse gives an identity matrix. There are some key points which we need to remember. A non-square matrix cannot have an inverse. Inverse exists only for a square matrix. A singular matrix cannot have an inverse. A matrix is said to be invertible if it has inverse. Inverse of a matrix is unique. A square matrix is said to be symmetric. Its element satisfies Aij is equal to Aji. So basically, for a symmetric matrix and its transpose will be equal. If you consider the example, these are the diagonal elements and all the corresponding elements of the diagonal are equal. If you take transpose of this matrix, it will be similar to A. It will be equal to A. Okay, so this matrix will be called as symmetric matrix. Then comes skew symmetric matrix. Square matrix A is said to be skew symmetric if the elements are such that Aij is equal to minus Agi. So if you consider the example of a skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements are all zeros and the corresponding elements will be having opposite signs. Okay, so always in a skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements will be zeros for a real skew symmetric matrix. Orthogonal matrices. A square matrix capital A is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose is equal to A transpose into A is equal to I. If you remember, the definition of inverse of a matrix multiplied by inverse should be equal to identity. So if you compare both the definitions, for an orthogonal matrix, its transpose and inverse will be equal. Zero row or non-zero row. If all the elements in a row of a matrix are zeros, then it is called a zero row. And if it has at least one non-zero element, then it is called a non-zero row. So in the example, the first row is a zero row, second and third rows are non-zero rows.